Hey everybody, it's Richard Wheeler here to tell you about my Charcot-Marie tooth and a few tips about the ankle foot orthotics, the AFOs that I use to be able to walk well. I want to tell you how I went from blue wheelchairing to blue rocking. Like I said, I've got an inherited peripheral neuropathy, and with the help of my wife Cindy here on the camera, I'm going to show you a few things what I've dealt with over the years and where it seems to be going for me. Anyways, Charcot-Marie tooth is an inherited peripheral neuropathy. It can affect any of the nerves in the body, really. My family's strain happens to affect half of the muscle from the elbow down and half of the muscle from the knee down. As you can see, my hands, I can move them stop to stop pretty well, but there's just no meat. There's no opposable thumb strength at all. I really can't do anything with these hands hardly. It's pretty bad, but I get to keep my core. That's pretty good. The feet, they want to point down and they supplinate. They'll roll into the side and actually pop out of socket on me, especially this right one. This is all the movement I have under my own power, and that's like straining as if I'm lifting weights doing that. So they really don't work too well. I can kind of stand up, but I just don't like to do it or walk. I can walk if I really keep the weight on the insides, but it's not very safe, and I just don't do it that often. So going on, I want to show you what I use to be able to walk. These are Blue Rockers, ankle foot orthotics made by Allard. They are awesome. Me and several other people have been cracking these things here where the strut meets the foot plate. And Allard just replaced this one again for me. Thank you, Allard, very much. What the orthotist did this time is he wedged them. There's a rubber wedge on here that wedges them about an 1/8 inch out on both of them. And what it does is take some of the stress off of that strut and foot plate. And an added benefit for me has been that it has centered my gravity. It actually makes me much more stable just standing still. It's really, really awesome. So I'll show you how easy it is to pop these into the shoes. They fit into just your regular size shoes if you consider DC skate shoes regular shoes like I do. And they just pop in under the sole. About the worst part is getting that sole loose the first time. A lot of times when you're putting these back on, if you've gotten your feet wet at all, or if you've worked up a sweat, it's really hard to get your socks on without your toes curling up when you have this condition, and really, really hard to get them into the shoes. So I have something I use called Gold Bond Friction Defense. Rub that on the skin and it helps everything slide and get the toes in a little bit better if that's a problem. So anyways, first I want to respond to the straps. The way the straps normally come with these is it fit over the whole strap there, came around and fit all the way onto the Velcro there, and it just had those 2 points of contact. You either trimmed that short or left it hanging in the wind. Okay, what I did was added this little scrap piece of hook on the end. Okay, because this is just all soft on both sides. This is the hook. I put it on the end like that, and now I only go on half of this hook on the brace, leave half of the hook there, because when I come around now, got my 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, and actually a third overlapping point of contact there. It really makes it strong. That thing is not popping loose. The way they are with 2 points, they wear out really fast and the braces come loose on you after a while. The bottom strap, if you're new to these things, I like to leave a little bit loose. It keeps the tibia plate from hurting on your shin bone. And if you're still fighting the Velcro shoes, wanting to tie them, get you 2 miles of shoestring like I have here, and you can kind of get the job done once you relearn how to use your hands. It's amazing. I can do things now I couldn't do years ago, because I just relearned to use my hands differently. Okay, bear with me while I put one more on here. What really had me in this wheelchair about 80% of the time a couple of years ago was one toe that was curled. This one was curled all the way under my foot. The rest are curled, but I could lift them. That one got to where I couldn't lift it anymore, and it was so painful. I couldn't even walk across the carpet barefooted. Couldn't put my braces on. I couldn't walk. I was really in the wheelchair almost all of the time. Finally, I went in, had a very simple surgery where they cut the tendon, stretched the toe out. It was actually completely straight, flipping me a bird for a while. But even though it's curling back up slowly, that it still has some release to it, so all of my weight doesn't end up on that one toe. May not sound like much to some, but if you've been through this, if you have or know anybody that's been through something like this, you know what I mean. Now these AFOs, as long as I'm walking along in them, it seems like I can go forever. They don't hurt at all. If I'm sitting down, or especially driving for some reason, after just a short while it starts feeling like there's a fire under my toes, and that's from the foot pressing against that foot plate. People with diabetic neuropathy might know what I'm talking about a little bit with that as well. And so anyways, I get these things on, and my life kind of changes. These are make me feel like a superhero a little bit. Yeah, when I was down, I really felt like I was about to give up. Actually, it took me a while. A lot of friends out there online that know who I am. You helped me a lot in that, so thank you. They do have these glider kits that make it a little better on the tibia plate. It's harder to modify the straps, so once they wear out, they're really not very well padded. So I use the standard pads. As you can see, I've got 2 of them here. I went ahead and doubled them up because I really like that cushion on the tibia plate. So anyways, once these are on, boom, I'm doing good. I can walk around. Now, when I first got these braces, I had to stand with my legs fairly spread apart. I wanted to topple side to side. The wedges, like I said, they centered my gravity so that I can actually put my feet together now and stand straight. Look you right in the eye, walk down the road, look around like I never have, not even as a kid. As a teenager, I've never been able to walk this way. So I wanted to tell you again about Charcot-Marie tooth, CMT, an inherited disease I have. My means of raising awareness for it is MMA for CMT. That's mixed martial arts. I use that in my own personal battle and just as my own unique way of spreading awareness about my disease. A lot of people have it. I think 1 in 2,500 people, actually, about as common as MS. It is covered under the MDA's umbrella, muscular dystrophy. It's one of the 40 neuromuscular diseases I think they have that they cover. Also CMTA and another one called HNF, Hereditary Neuropathy Foundation. They also do a lot of research and raise a lot of awareness. Those are the guys doing it. I'm doing it my own way. You can find me on Facebook.com/MMA4CMT, or you can just find me at Wheeler's Mind. That's my personal Facebook. Love to see you guys there. Thanks. See ya.